Compass FM, I'd like to welcome into the studio, probably for the first time. Is this the first time you've spoken on the radio, Baldy Bruce?
Yeah, sure is.
Good on you, mate. It's just you and me and everyone else listening in. I won't mention the thousands that are doing that at the moment, so we don't want to freak you out.
Thanks very much.
That's okay. John, the simple fact is that you have been fishing, you've been in competitions yourself for a long time. You've organised various hunts, pig hunts all over the place. Is this the first time that you organised the Ashley Sport Fishing Club's kids fishing competition?
Yep, it sure is. Prior to that, we were taking kids fishing out of Mutnau.
Yep.
The charter operation shut down, so we invented this kid fishing competition that started on the 5th of March and run to the 14th.
And that was last weekend. And were you surprised with the amount of entries that you got?
Yeah, no, it was pretty good actually. What was there, 71 entries, which involved 44 families. Good to see.
Absolutely. That's fantastic. So this is the first of many, you think?
Well, let's hope so. There's a lot of support coming out there at the moment, and a lot of families talking about it. Yeah. So it's all good, yeah.
Absolutely. Now, there was around $7,000 worth of prizes and other bits and pieces up for grabs. Let's get it out of the way. Who was the King Kid Fisher? Who won?
Yeah, well, the guts of the story was we did have about $8,000 worth of prizes, and we were lucky enough to have Joe Mooney, the All Black. He rocked up, handed out the prizes for us.
Brilliant.
And the major prize, which was the King Kid Fisher.
Yeah.
And that was won by a young fella from Kaiapoi, Carnberg, and he managed to grab his 6 crabs, a mullet, and he caught a skate.
Yeah.
The fellas that were behind him, between first and third place, there was 40 grams worth of weight difference, which was nothing.
That's nothing. Yeah. Amazing. Were the scales, were they certified?
Yeah, all scales were certified. We had scales at the Mandeville Tavern in Kaiapoi, and a set of scales in the Ashley Hotel, and they're all certified for IGFA purposes.
Good on you. That's outstanding. Where were they fishing?
The kids were fishing everywhere. They could go wherever they liked. We had kids down the Kaiapoi and Waimak rivers, Ashley River, Waia River, Huranui River, Amberley Beach, Birdlings Flat. There's a few kids that went over to Akaroa off the wharf there, New Brighton Pier. We had one particular kid, he went down to the canals twice, 2 weekends. First weekend he failed, second weekend he was up at 3 o'clock and off to the canals, and he managed to grab a salmon, 2.1 kgs, which got him the heaviest salmon for the competition.
So you had heaviest fish. You had a whole range of prizes. I saw the prizes that were quite incredible.
Yeah, no, we had a range. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about 6 or 7 species they could catch and get prizes for.
Did anyone catch any cod?
There was no cod caught, no, which meant there was no one out in their boats. Most of the fishing was all done off beaches or riverbanks. It was quite good, yeah.
And did I hear a story about one of the parents contacted you? One of the kids actually won a fishing rod. And will you tell the story? This is an amazing story.
Yeah, no, the other day, young Timothy, he went home from work, and what the hell's going on here? And here's a young fella standing on the roof of the garage, and he had his brand new fishing rod out, stand up there practicing, getting ready for next year.
Yeah. That's brilliant. And a young fella, it's I think what young boys do is climb onto roofs and do weird things.
Yeah, no, he's certainly in training, so look out for him next year.
You are an organiser of pig hunts and other bits and pieces as well, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, we've run the odd pig hunt here and there, yes. It's quite good fun.
Is there anything happening this year for that?
I've heard a whisper, but I haven't seen the green light yet, but there's a few whispers around town. Good
on you. Okay, well, if that sort of thing happens, let us know and we'll put the call out as well. The thing is that this worked out well this year. The fishing competition for the kids worked out, ages between 5 and 15. Well enough for you to take a punt and do it again next year.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of parents talking about it. As well, at prize giving, there was a lot of families there that hadn't even entered their kids, and they wished they did, which is a good sign. There's a lot of talk about it, so we'll get it going again next year.
There was the Mandeville Hotel, there was the Ashley Hotel, there was Blackwell's, there was Hunting and Fishing, Rivers to Rangers, there was a whole raft of other sponsors. Compass FM, we got on board with this one as well, and we had a lot of fun with it too.
Yeah, no, plenty of sponsors, it was good, and there was even the odd person themselves that donated money to it, which all goes a long way, which is much appreciated.
Absolutely. Baldy Bruce, I love that. That's a great name. That's what your mates call you.
Oh, my great-grandfather was called the same, my grandfather was called the same, my father was called the same, and bugby days I've ended up the same. So,
really?
Yeah,
so
special.
What's the son called? Brian?
I haven't got time for that sort of nonsense.
Okay, well, fair enough too. John, I appreciate you coming in this early too, Compass FM, 7:15. We'll keep in contact, and if anything that we can do in your further endeavours, we'll certainly give it a go. What do you reckon?
Thank you very much for that.